have you hooked up on the first date, maybe planning a one-night stand, and then it turned into more? Let's go to Taya. Taya, what happened?
Hi guys, I don't have a lot of time. I didn't want to hang up though, but essentially just like what you said, it was a date. We hooked up and then we just kept hooking up until it was just like an on again, off again relationship. And now I have his baby.
Now what?
You have his baby?
Yeah.
Are y'all together?
No.
Well, that backfired.
Man. Yeah,
That's a complete backfire.
The study
That's the last part out from the one night stand. Yeah.
That's not very supportive of the study. Oh, you should have one. Then you end up with a baby of somebody you don't want to be with.
Right.
Yes. I mean, the child is a beautiful
Right.
gift from God.
It
but
is.
Still,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I see what you're
Yes, it
saying.
is.
That's
Absolutely.
yeah.
He's my favorite person in the whole wide world.
Absolutely.
So maybe
And
that's
I
how.
don't regret it in the slightest, but I'm no expert, but I do have personal experience. It's not a good idea.
Well, let's be really. You didn't use protection.
Actually, we had. So
All it takes is
one
once.
of those few.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a couple times.
Yeah.
You know.
There's
yeah.
certain methods that aren't as accurate than others.
Right, right.
Only 75% effective.
The
Squid.
squid method.
Yeah.
Squid knows.
He does Squid Game when it comes to sexy time.
Hey, Taya, let me ask you.
I gotta go, guys. I gotta walk
okay.
into work, and I didn't want to hang up because I would have felt bad. But thank you. I have an email.
All
Y'all
right,
have a nice day.
Thank you.
Have a good day. All right.
I was going to ask her if she went all the way the first time, but it sounds
Oh,
like
yeah.
they did,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's because one night stand to me means you went all the way.
That's what I think too. Yeah, if you're just making out, that is not a one night
no,
stand.
no.
That's
Well,
just
in Jared's
No.
religion
well,
is.
okay,
yeah.
but not to anybody else.
So Jared, most
Well, I think most religions discourage a one-night stand.
Can we just leave religion out of it?
Well, don't
Like,
say-
let's
first
just
of all,
we're
Katie,
talking to
why are
having
you
sexy
attacking
time.
me
I'm not. I'm
when
talking to
Jason
Jason.
said
why?
it?
That's
But no, I'm
rude.
with you though. But
Don't
you
be-
said
don't-
it, and she's like, "What can we leave
But
religion?"
you deflect on me,
even
but
bring,
that's
Yeah.
okay.
I didn't even bring it
Okay,
up.
I see how we
I
are.
didn't even bring it up.
Because when he says in Jared's religion, what he means
it's all
is
religions.
Jared's way. But we don't, you know.
But it's all religions.
Yeah,
I
but
think
There's
that-
not one religion that encourages one-night stands.
I didn't
Not
say
one.
that, but I think
Yeah.
that
So
if
I don't
you
want to say
say
just mine.
one night stand and in Jared's religion, holding hands is almost like a one night stand.
Yes.
That is a lot,
Yes.
really. That's usually
Yeah.
third or fourth date, and usually on your way to get your marriage license. Okay, let's go to Anonymous. Anonymous, did you have a one-night stand that turned into more?
Yeah, it was actually at a work event or a conference, and it wasn't my manager, but it was a manager in the company, and that's why I'm anonymous. But we are now married.
Okay.
Really?
you.
And
Wow.
what type of work is it?
It's a financial company.
Okay, so are you and your husband still working at the same place?
No, because it was when we actually came out as dating, he got written up for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, and eventually he got fired. You know, they come up with excuses and reasons, and then they did eventually let him go for, I guess, inappropriate behavior is what they
Sex with a
called it or
coworker?
whatever. So,
Yeah.
Well, I don't think. I think it's more because of the manager. Typically,
right.
it's more because
Yeah.
what they think
So-
is there's going to be favoritism and all that. and
Right.
things
There
that-
will be.
Yeah.
And what was this work trip? Was it like a conference? or?
so yeah, so like a few times a year, they will do like conferences or workshops or whatever to let us know what's the new things that are going on. And I was actually speaking at that particular conference, and he was the mediator introducing me. And I didn't know that's kind of how we met. And then later on that night, we just kept going. And then at the end, he was like, this isn't going to interfere with our work or anything. And I was like, no,
don't
don't
be
worry
silly.
about that.
You're
Don't
like,
worry
"No,
about me.
This is a one-night thing. Now you're married.
No, I really am one of those people that's like, I tell everyone that love is not a thing. That is like the adult Santa Claus. It's not real. I don't do relationships. I don't believe in love. And so
Nice.
I was more of that person than he was. But eventually he was like, can we just like can I just prove to you that not all men are bad? And so I was like, okay, fine. So I agreed to go on a date with him. And then, and it just kept going.
And do you now you believe in love?
Obviously, I married him.
Well,
it
that's
was,
not a-
How long have you been married?
2 years.
Wait till the third.
Then you might be back to your Santa Claus theory. All right, thank you, Anonymous. All right.
Oh man.
Boy, there's a lot of people that. All right, let's go to Brandon. Experts are saying, or some experts are saying, you should sleep together on the first date. Brandon, did you do that, and are you still together?
All right. So good morning, y'all. And first off, yes, I have. So I have twins on the way now with the person that I just recently had my one night stand with. I'm staying with them. I'm trying to do everything I possibly can to be a father, as well as be a father outside of.
Brandon,
I'm staying with somebody else, talking to somebody else, and dealing with them, and they were staying with me at the time, and then I kind of fell into that. So I'm kind of dealing with both of them still.
So let me understand. We got this correct. You had a one night stand, and twins was the result.
They're on the way.
Yeah. Yes, they're on the way there due next month or March.
Oh,
Wow.
my gosh.
You're like Nick Cannon,
Yeah,
kind
you
of.
are.
I'm a girl dad. I'm a girl dad. I have all girls.
Oh, girl dad.
Oh.
So clearly, Brandon, not your intention with the one night stand to impregnate her.
No, ma'am. It was actually just I was trying to find somebody, try to step outside my comfort zone, maybe go out a bit, because I had locked myself away just working a lot. And it kind of just, we went out and we linked up, and basically just that happened. But we didn't find out until almost like 2 to 5 weeks later.
So who's the other woman you're talking about?
That is my best friend.
So you're not in a romantic or sexual relationship with her?
It was 2 years into that, so that one wasn't a one night stand. That was something that wasn't planned, but it happened like later on. But this one wasn't planned at all, and it was more like a one night stand type thing. But I'm still dealing with, like I said, both of them, and I'm trying to do everything I possibly can as a father. So I don't
This
work for my
guy,
mistakes.
I am stressed out for you.
Yeah, me
Brandon,
too.
I want to know. Be
Man.
honest, Brandon. Well, I mean, I'm going to just take your word. When was the last time you slept with your roommate / best friend turned hookup?
About a week ago.
About a week ago. Hey.
I can just tell when he's like, I'm dealing with the other one, and then I'm dealing with the twins.
Yeah, like I literally see both of them almost every day.
Yeah, that
You're
you
a
are
dog,
Nick
Brandon,
Cannon.
you're a dog.
You're Nick Cannon.
Have you thought about getting fixed? About getting snipped? You're gonna get snipped, Brandon?
You said what?
Are you get snipped where you can't have any more kids, or
I plan on having more. Like I want a big family. Like
you are Nick Cannon?
When it
Brandon
comes-
Cannon.
I don't want to get caught into that scheme of falling for somebody and they do me dirty. I see how it happens all over the world,
Okay.
and I don't want that to be me. Having kids with some women that are appropriate women. I feel like that happens.
Okay,
Maybe
I
you should
got you.
just like start using protection,
Right.
with the women that you're sleeping with. That's all.
Yeah, that's
you don't
what we're
have to
saying.
stop.
Thought.
Just maybe just
Don't
wrap it
listen
up.
to them, Brandon. Do what you want to do, bro.
If he wants to, if he's gonna take care of the kids,
You gotta get it how you live, and I ain't out here just running the streets doing stuff. Like, but when it comes to certain people that I share that bond or that connection with, yes.
Okay. Good luck,
All right.
all right, thank you.
man.
All right, let's go to Trish.
Sounds like a
Cameras.
nice thing right there.
That's all we gotta say. I didn't want to say it, but Trish. I mean,
Trish.
the name you can't help but your name.
Cameras.
We do have cameras in here. So you had.
guys,
Go ahead.
Yes, okay, I'll try to make it fast. First of all, I'm an AML. Thank you guys for taking my call. So 10 years ago, I was dating around after a separation and divorce, and I was on plentyoffish.com, and I met Sean, and we went on one date. We hooked up. The next day, we had a conversation about, was this just a hookup or was it something more serious? And we just decided, hey, let's see where this goes. We've been married for 10 years. We have a 7-year-old, and every single day with that man is a blessing. I am so in love with him, I can't even see straight. Best thing I ever did.
How
Best
long?
date I ever.
How long have you been together?
7, right?
10.
10.
We've been, well, no, Paisley is 7 years old. We've been married for 10. We've been together for 11 years.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm
wow.
not
Good for you guys.
Mm-hmm. She sounds in love,
Yep.
too.
She does.
Passionate.
Oh, absolutely. And I'll tell you a really quick story. Whenever I was dating around, I had made a list of what I wanted in a man, and I had prayed about it. After Sean and I had been dating for about a month, he mentioned to me this list that he had made. So I ran in my bedroom and grabbed my list. We went over to his house, and we compared our list. And it was definitely, I don't mean to preach, but I feel like it was a God thing.
And number one on the list was
Best thing
one
ever
night
happened.
stand
Yeah,
right away.
right away. Hey,
Hey,
You
when
know-
you know, you know.
sometimes things happen in not in a straight line like we always plan.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Trish. Thank
Amen.
you and congratulations.
Thank you,
on,
guys.
Yeah,
That was positive.
that was
I
very
like
positive.
that.
What I think he did, he's found the list and he was like, "I'm gonna make a copy of the list."
On all these things.
Same thing.
One
On
night
all
stand
these
was
things.
so good.
Right.
Ashley, did you have a one night stand that turned
Hello?
into more?
I did. Yeah, so we had known each other in high school and then got back together. We're a little bit about 5 years later. And it was just going to be like a one-time thing, but we ended up getting married that same year, about 8 months later. We got engaged in 3 months and married in 8, and 10 years later with 3 kids, here we are.
Wow.
Good for you. All
Yeah.
right, Leah, you had a one night stand and it turned into more.
Yes, good morning. So I had this really handsome man come to my house to do some maintenance and fix some things for me.
Oh, my
and,
God.
This is a porn she's
Yeah.
talking about.
He had on the belt.
Well, it didn't happen that day. It did not happen that day, but later that week we ended up hooking up and continued to do so, really liked each other, found out a month later that I was pregnant.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, and we use protection. I know that's been a common theme here. We did use protection, but my doctor did say basically condoms. You just got to cross your fingers and hope for the best.
Oh,
That's what she told me.
that's not
What
reassuring.
type of backwoods doctor is this? That's not
That's
true.
not cool.
Trojan
That's not
slogan.
Condom commercials say.
They're lying to us, the big condom company. Are y'all still together?
Yes, we have been together for 2 years. We have a beautiful son together.
Awesome.
We have 3 other kids out from previous relationships, marriages, and stuff. So we have a blended family. We've got 4 boys together. It's a ton of fun.
That's sweet.
We'll wish you the best.
That's when fate literally walks through your door.
Right.
You know, he's just on a call. He doesn't know he doesn't know whose house he's going to.
Right.
Just there you are.
And
Here
now
to
that-
fix your pipes.
All your pipes.
Your plumbing okay?
I think she poked a hole in the condom. That's what happened.
Maybe
Oh,
so.
he's hot. He's got good genes.
Right. Josie,
Wow,
that
our
works
Josie?
here.
What?
You had a one night stand that turned into more. When that happened?
Well, 15 years ago,
boy.
some hot guy slid into my DMs, and I went on him as a pity date because I had just gotten out of a relationship, wasn't ready to date, and I thought he was a sweet guy, but there was no way that he was the kind of guy I was going to spend any more than one night with. And I won the tequila drinking contest. I threw up. I slept with him, and 15 years later, here we are.
There it is.
Your husband.
Well,
Magic.
Fairy
That is
tale.
good. I will say this: like, if you have girls that have many of one night stands, eventually one of them's going to work out for marriage.
Me?
I'm not referring to you. I'm not referring to
He's
you.
not talking about you.
Oh, okay.
Just
Okay,
happens to be after you talk.
After that.
Yeah, there it is. 15 years later, 2 kids. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It happens.
It does.
Apparently it does.
Yeah, you can't plan it.
Well, thank you, Josie. We'll see you here a little bit. But the experts are saying always do what you feel is comfortable for you. So, like, if you meet someone, they're not encouraging you to have a one night stand, but they're saying if you're comfortable with that, you can get further down the road on seeing if you're compatible.
Yeah, I can totally see that.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to obviously, like, if you're going on a blind date and you meet and you're not attracted to him, you don't have to, or hit him or her. But why not? If you have the urge
Well, I think
and you want to.
all the girls that I've ever dated in my life, I've had the most connection with the girls that either I had a one night stand with or is very quick. Which is just about all the girls, so I don't know.
Would you ever stick around for a girl who was holding out?
If she was hot.
Did any of them ever hold out? for like months.
How
Oh, gosh,
could
no.
they resist that?
Thank you, Katie.
They couldn't.
Oh my God. They don't hold out that long because they start to get to know me, the real me, and then they say, the hell with that.
So you're rushing it. You're like, oh, I can only hold on.
We gotta
Clock
get this,
is
hurry
ticking.
up. I gotta trap women now.
It's
I
facade.
even said at one time, I thought, oh, she's so hot, I'm going to try to get her pregnant. And they have a great connection.
You encourage it for a completely different reason.
Right. You can
Yeah.
only keep up appearances for so long.
But word to, like just this, I guess, just advice, sex complicates everything.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
and if you think that it's not going to, you're wrong.
Yeah, and you could, you could like overlook a lot of things because of
100%,
that as well.
yes.
And then also we've had half the people that called in had babies they weren't planning on having.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Right.
all right. So